Hey everybody, I'm seeing a problem showing up in your quizzes that I gave today. When you're evaluating expressions using order of operations, BEDMAS, some of you have some funny notation, and I want to fix that with you right now because if you keep it up, you're going to find yourself running into more and more problems as you go along. So I'm going to give you an expression here that we are going to evaluate. 4 times 5 minus 3 squared plus, and in brackets, 2 minus 1. Now, what I've been noticing is that a bunch of you will say, well, I need to do this bracketed thing first. And so you'll write down 2 minus 1 equals 1. And then you'll say, well, I need to do the multiplication. 4 times 5 equals 20. And you'll be listing off all of these little facts. When we're evaluating an expression like this, instead what we want to do is rewrite the entire expression and just simplify or change the one part of it that we're working on, and the rest of it will stay the same. So I'm going to do this nice and slowly. I'm going to put an equal sign to say that what I have here is equal to what I'm about to write. I'm going for that bracketed part at the very end. This here I'm going to simplify. 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. That's the only change that I made. See right here? That and that. These are the same. 2 minus 1 is the same as 1, and so this expression is equal to this expression. And it's really important that you write it like this so that, first of all, I can see exactly what it was you were doing. I simplified this to get this. And also because this line really is equal to that line. A lot of you are writing this equals 2 minus 1 equals 4 times 5 equals, those things aren't equal. So these two expressions are equal, and I'm going to continue to write down equivalent expressions as I go along here. The next one I'm going to do, I have an exponent on the 3, so I'm going to leave the 4 times 5 alone. And I'm going to subtract whatever 3 times 3 is. That's what 3 squared is. Some of you had this problem with this. You were writing 6 or something. It's 3 times 3, which is 9. And I still have a plus 1. So let's see. In this case, I went 3 squared is 9. And that's the only change from this line to this line. These are equivalent expressions. Now, let's see. We've looked after all of our brackets. We've looked after all of our exponents. Now we take any division and multiplication inside of a term in the order they appear. Here I have a multiplication. That'll be 20. I still have my minus 9 and my plus 1. And now I have nothing left but addition and subtraction, and this is the last point that I want to make. It's really important that once you're here, the addition and subtraction happen in the order they appear. Some of you were doing 9 plus 1. That's not what we have here. We have 20 minus 9 and then plus 1. We don't add these together to make 10 and then subtract 10, we'll get a different value. So our convention is that we do addition and subtraction in the order they appear. This will be 11, 20 minus 9 is 11. Then I'll add the 1, and I have 12 at the end. Hopefully that clears up what I'm looking for. This is the way to write down the simplification as you evaluate this expression and eventually get to 12. And please, if you have any questions, ask me first thing in the morning when you get here. Thanks.